Hello YouTube, Amy here. So today I'm going to react to a reactor who's reacting to this reactor. And so I'm going to react to that reactor. And I'm just curious. Now, I don't know anything about this. I don't know the video. I know they're reacting to one of my videos. But the channel is, it's called, okay, here's the story. I'll put the link in the description. Regardless of where they land, if you could do me a favor and go over there and like them, subscribe, show some love, because that's what we do here on my channel, right? We show love, whether we agree or disagree. But I'm curious to see, I just want to see this. I don't know anything about this channel, so let's just go with it.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another reaction video for Okay, Here Is the Story.
Hi.
I am Dee Burns. Okay, so today's reaction video is titled A Liberal's First Time Listening to The Machine by Tom MacDonald. Now,
that's me.
I have two mentors that are high subscribed, have high subscription numbers
Sorry, didn't mean to hit pause.
to their channels. They've taken me under their wing, Kenny and Daniel, and
it's always good to have mentors. You got to have mentors, people that you can follow, and you got to have what we call, what I call disciples, people you can lead. It's good to have people on both sides.
They've kind of helped me along with my channel. Just when I have questions, I can contact either one of them, and they'll answer my questions.
Good.
And they give me suggestions and so forth. So I asked Daniel the other day, what do you think about reactors reacting to reactors?
Well, I have a question. What do you think about reactors reacting to reactors who are reacting to reactors?
And he says, well, I've seen it done. He goes, I don't do it, but I've seen it done. I'm like, okay.
Be fun.
Today, I got up. And, I was scrolling through YouTube as I do every day. And I saw this reactor. Her name is Amiekinz.
That's me.
And she, from what I read on YouTube, she's a pastor, a musician.
Yep.
And she says she advocates for those that can't advocate for themselves.
Absolutely.
Okay.
In fact, I don't just advocate for LGBTQI inclusion, though I do, and I know it's a hot topic for people. But I just came back from Pakistan where we freed 13 people out of slavery. I left on the 1st of February. I was there for like 16 days. And last year I went to India and we advocated for the Dalit community and gave some Dalits some employment. We started 2 businesses out there. We take none of the revenue, but we started 2 businesses out there where we help them with getting jobs. Now there, the Dalits don't have... it's a caste system, and they're on the bottom of the caste, and they are treated like the scum of the earth, and there's 160 million of them. And so I advocate for them as well. So a Dalit might get paid 12 cents a day, and we might pay them $1 an hour, $8 a day, which doesn't sound like a lot here, but that is like, working at $15 or $16 an hour, like a minimum wage job here for a full day. So because of the difference in revenue. But yeah, I do absolutely advocate for the marginalized. It doesn't matter who they are. Doesn't matter where they are. I love advocating for them.
But the title of her reaction was A Liberal's First Time Listening to The Machine.
That's
by
true.
Tom
First
MacDonald.
time. Never heard it before.
And I thought, ooh, that might be a really good one to listen to or to react to. Because even though I say I'm not a liberal and I'm not a Republican, I'm in the middle, I will be honest, as I have always been honest with you guys, I lean more towards the conservative side because in my mind, when I hear the word liberal, I think of people like the people on The View, like Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, them.
Interesting. So I would say I know I've said I'm left leaning, but I would say I'm a liberal that leans more center, if that makes sense. I was trying to reconcile this, where do I land? Am I center? Am I right? No, I'm definitely liberal. But I'm a liberal that leans more center, but liberal.
And it makes me angry.
But for those who want to fact check me and say, hey, you said in the past, listen, I'm trying to sort this out, the right terminology. I don't know the terminology.
So I thought this is going to be a good one to react to because she's probably going to get mad. She's probably going to have a fit about Tom's, song, The Machine.
That really triggers me. I'm just kidding. Oh, you're going to be so disappointed. I'm so sorry that you're going to be so disappointed because, well, you'll see.
And I want to watch it.
Watch my meltdown.
I want to react to it.
Here it comes.
I want my subscribers to see me watch it for the first time.
In fact, you're going to see my meltdown within the first, 2 lines or the first 2 bars. You'll see where this video is headed.
Okay. So that's the video for today. Before we get into this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube and or Rumble channel.
Guys, if you're watching this video, jump over her channel and like and subscribe and show some love. Again, if people want to see me implode, I'm still going to love them. So, and she seems really sweet. So give her some love. Give her a like and subscribe. Tell her I sent you guys over there. Please.
Please, please, please leave me a comment. It can be about me. It can be about my channel. It can be about the reaction to this video. It can be about this video.
Or it can be about the reaction to the reaction to the reaction of this reaction.
Please, I love you guys' comments. You've always been amazing to me, and I appreciate that.
Guys, blow up her comment section because I know that helps other channels grow. So please do that. Please.
So, okay, well, let's get into the video. Again, it is by a reactor who is named Amiekinz, and it's titled A Liberal's First Time Listening to The Machine by Tom MacDonald.
Get ready for my implosion. What is good, YouTube? It is 9:01. I really like that girl. AM, and we are reacting to Tom's new release, The Machine. It won't be 9:01 when I release this, but I am watching this right when it comes out. So let's hit it. Oh, please hit that like and subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. We're on the road to 1,000. And just for the record, I'm not really watching my reaction. I'm watching her in the corner. I want to see how she reacts to me. So my focus is on her. You guys have been great helping me get close to that. So thank you guys. Let's hit it.
I am not Republican. I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system.
Hey, I learned this about Tom. He's not Republican. I thought he was. He's not liberal. I knew he wasn't. He's just an American. I really like this so much. Because you all have... Look at her wheels are spinning right now. She's not expecting me to laugh. Watch. You can see her mind is just twirling like, hold on, what's going on here? I don't see a fence here. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Told me this, and I love that he starts off the bat saying, listen, I'm neither of those. Don't put me in a box. We're going to start this over. Oh, I love this already. Is that a nod of agreement? I love this.
I am not Republican. I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gonna suppress us all. They don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda.
She's nodding her head like, why is she not saying anything? Why is she not offended?
Through the
He is throwing out some bars. He's on this Nazi Holocaust scheme. And he's like, listen, and she's smiling. They're here to suppress us. And, how can we be a democracy when you have, communists in charge? And this is... And now she's got the look on her face like, hold on a second. Wait up. A liberal is going to say things that I might agree with? This is true on both parties. He's saying he's not a Republican, he's not a Democrat, but he's talking about the machine, the system, how it's designed to oppress the people. Because as Jesus said, if you could read her thoughts right now, it's just going, I love it so much. House divided against itself can't... She's all... Love it, I love it, I love it. Not stand. And look at, how divided is our country? We're not standing very well, are we? I mean, yes, we're still a superpower, we're still there, but man, the internal fighting is going to break our nation. I can hear the fax machine going dur, 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 as she's like just trying to work this stuff out. Much love. I'm not mocking you in any way. I'm just enjoying your reaction. Oh.
Okay. Wow. Okay. But I guess her bio did say she's a preacher.
I am.
So I could see where she's using scripture.
I do.
That part kind of surprised me. And it kind of surprised me that she wasn't mad. I thought, being a liberal, here is my stereotypical knowledge.
Oh, see, there's the problem. There's the problem. The right stereotypes the left stereotypes the right, and we lose the humanity between the two. No, I relate because I did the same thing, and I'm over it. It's done. It doesn't work. Let's try something new, like loving people.
Of liberals. I figured she would be mad that he was using those words.
Not at all.
But she was like me. She was shocked. She's like, wow, he's using pretty strong words.
Those are strong words.
Communist, swastika, Holocaust, Nazi. But I feel like she was kind of happy, not happy, but she was okay with him using those words because those are words that are strong and need to be used to get people's attention.
Okay, so let me bring some clarity here. So, am I okay with people using that words? Listen, we have freedom of speech, and I'm a liberal, but I also like my freedom of speech. Now, would I use that words to relate to other people? Probably not, but I also love it in music. Like when people are really strong in their opinions in music, I really like that because you get a really good pulse on the culture through the music that the culture brings. And so, no, I'm all for it. I'm all for the left and the right, the center and the leaning people, you're leaning left, leaning right, those who are on extremes. I'm all for them using their language for whatever they need to do.
So that's kind of what I said. Okay, well, let's get back into it.
Oh, gonna kick this back again. Go, Tom.
How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave.
Oh, there's another bar. You're not on a plantation, but you're still a slave. We're a slave to our devices. Oh, I love my phone.
Oh.
And many people miss what I did there. I'm like, we're a slave to our devices, and I'm trying to be funny. Oh, I love my phone. Being a slave to the device. You guys missed it. We're a slave to our devices. We're a slave. I got bars. Not really, but I do. To what the machine tells us. I mean, facts, buddy, facts.
Screening straight into your brain.
Okay, first of all, I want to say I love her studio. I want her studio.
I love my studio too. And by the way, it took me a long time. I did this all myself. I put cloth on the bottom, which is like a material I got from Joann's, and then obviously the foam on top. I mean, it took me a long time to get this stuff done. I'm talking months and months and months because I did it all by myself. But I love decorating. And if you look at my roof, I wonder if I can show you my roof. I have material from on the top too. I made it like clouds. I'll just show you that. Now let me put this back. Because, and if you look at it, if you know anything about me, it's like a cross shape. But that's just me because I'm a Christian. But anyways, yeah.
I'm going to get there one day, my studio. I'm going to get to something like that. I'm just not there. Unfortunately, all you guys get to see is my neon sign, my Soulmates men's calendar, and my signed album.
That's okay.
But, yeah, she had a good point. We are...
But why did you have to pause with my face looking like that? Like, if anything's going to trigger me, that's going to trigger me. Look at me. I have like one eye higher than the other. It looks like droopy face. So that's very triggering to me. Just to let you know, not really. Nothing really triggers me. It's very rare I get triggered.
Slaves to our devices. I didn't take it that way when he said that. That's a good point.
Mental note. The liberal had a good point. I'm just saying.
I really like her so far.
Ah, I like you too.
Okay.
Brain, you ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged to whites.
Sorry, what I like, and this is why I started this channel, is I want to cross the divide. I want to bring humanity back to those who have opposing opinions. And I love that I get to virtually watch you, like, you're wrestling with a liberal right now and trying to figure out, oh, this one's like not as bad as I thought. I love that.
They got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never.
Sorry, but give me enough time, I'll offend you. Probably not, but I don't do it intentionally. But you know, we're all human. We all have our opinions, and we're not gonna all agree.
Help you fight the system, and now they burn him.
Yeah, so I don't know where I land with critical race theory. Still don't.
I honestly, I just don't know enough about it. But I don't believe. I guess it talks about systematic. In the systems, there's systematic racism. I don't know where I land on that. I don't have a lot of comments on it yet because I don't want to sound ignorant and I haven't done enough research on it.
He is indoctrinating children.
Okay, wow. You know, I felt the same way, but I didn't say anything when I reacted to the video because...
Uh-oh. Someone that's a liberal and someone that leans right thought the same things. See, we're not that different. People just aren't that different.
Like her, I'm not educated on critical race theory. I don't have kids in school. I'm not educated on it. And I don't like to speak on things I'm not educated on. I don't want to look stupid. So I agree with her on that. Wow, I have to say, Amy, you are really shocking me.
Well, and you've agreed to me on two things now, so I'm glad I'm shocking you. I mean, sadly, I wish I didn't have to shock you, but I'm glad that you're seeing that there's humanity on the other side. There really is.
You are really shocking me. From the title of your reaction, I was not expecting this. Really wasn't. It's nice. Okay, let's get back
I'm pretty liberal. I'm just gonna go there. I'm pretty liberal.
into it.
Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burn in books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's something to that. I know that it's very easy to delete history when it's all digital. And
She nodded her head in agreement with the liberal again.
yeah, we got to be careful
Actually, I'm agreeing with Tom, so there's that.
with that stuff. History is there to teach us some very important lessons.
Yes. Yeah.
For the digital age, now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the
By the way, Nova, talking to you, Nova. It's great video work. Love it.
I'm going to second that, Nova. Nova, I'm talking to you, Nova. It's great video work. Just throwing that out there. You've heard it twice now.
information and the truth gets erased. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us, having a big...
Look at the look on her face. She's wondering I'm not showing a reaction, especially to these lines. Well, first of all, I didn't know what was being said here, so we'll keep that in mind. I had to rewind it.
I am not Republican.
I'm going to kick that back to hear the chorus again.
The government hates us and all the woke, not awake. And the
Dude, her brain is not computing that me as a liberal is not imploding.
truth gets erased. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know.
Did he just say they keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke and not awake? That's a bar.
It is a bar.
That's a bar.
I agree, Amy.
They
It's a
keep
bar.
screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake.
The system has failed us and the media's fake. I think that's what he said.
The system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us, having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal, progressive and
She's still, look at her look. She's like, she didn't implode. What is going on?
Traditional or hitman hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go.
I mean, he's got some facts there. He's got some facts there. Look at her look. I love this so much. She's like, what in the world? There. Here, I'll tell you something. I do label myself as a liberal, not because I want to put myself in a box, but to open up dialogue because, and I do this intentionally because people are like, why are you listing yourself as a liberal? You know, because I do lean more in that direction, but I don't vote based on again, for you fact checkers, I did say that, and again, I'm working this out, like the terminology, right? So I would say I'm a liberal. I know I said that I lean left, but I'm a liberal that leans center. But I'm definitely liberal. Party lines. I vote based on my conscience, based on what I know, based on the research I've done, based on my experience. She's imploding right now. Look at that look on her face. I love it so much. Is based on, you know, where I'm at in my life and what things are important to me, which I think all Americans ought to do, not just vote party lines. Let's go back. Of course I agree. I said it.
Oh my God. Okay. I was not expecting that. Okay. Her and I are the same way.
Uh-oh. A liberal and someone that's right-leaning think similarly. What do we do with that? I've got a really good idea. Let's disarm and let's love each other.
Except she's on the liberal side, I'm more on the conservative side.
Yeah.
But we both have the same feeling. And I said when I reacted to this, I said I taught my boys to be in the middle and to listen to both sides and to educate yourself, and to vote for those that are closest to your morals and your values and
of course.
What you believe.
We all should do that.
I feel that's how she is.
I am that way.
Wow. Amy, I am pleasantly surprised, I have to say. Wow.
I'm glad you're pleasantly surprised. Yay! Mission accomplished.
Okay, let's get back into it.
Let's see what he says here.
Been traditional or hitman hired to kill the individual.
Yeah, so he's talking about these labels, you know, left and right. They're designed as I think she's disarmed now, and now she's gonna enjoy the rest of the reaction. Really, they're hitmen to hit each other. And I've talked about this in the past, how you know, we stereotype a community. By the way, that is another agreement with the liberal. Uh-oh, you might be a liberal. Community that's different than us, and then we throw grenades at them, and it's not a human face. It's a stereotype, right? So we say all libs, all Republicans, you know, and it's easy to hate a title versus the people behind it, and it's very easy to do some more damage that way.
Wow, she's right. I never thought of it that way.
Did you hear that word? She's right. I'm messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, because that's what you're doing. You're attacking. You're attacking the title, and not the. And when you put people's face, like my face of liberalism has been the women on The View, and you know, other people that I'm trying to think of. I can't think of right now, but yeah, I mean, when I put her face to it. It's different. It's like, I want to sit down and talk to her. I want to open the dialogue. I want to listen to what she has to say.
You can. I would dialogue back. I would listen to what you have to say.
This is not the reaction I thought it was going to be.
Good.
Okay, let's get back into it.
I am not Republican. I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional or hitman hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us, they don't ever help.
I love it when people's minds are blown like that, and it's authentic. And you can see it's authentic with her. So again, guys, go like and subscribe to her channel. Show her some love.
They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. True. Go ahead and vote, because both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys, left wing.
I believe that. We've said this my whole... Look at her face. She's just like, what is going on? This can't be real. It's real. It's real. Whole life, you know, we always wanted to vote for the lesser of two evils. You pick the best based on your conscience and the information that you have, but it is two sides to the same coin. Tom's just talking truth here.
She just said exactly what I said. She just said it. And she's a liberal.
I'm a liberal. Mind blown.
I don't know if I want to post this video because it wasn't what I was expecting.
I'm glad you posted it. Thank you for posting it.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
You just snorted. That's so cute.
Okay, let's get back into it.
Here.
People red or blue divide us, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead.
Sorry, and I find it interesting that he's doing this song right after he did the Facts song with Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually a really good balance.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder how much hate he's gonna get for this. You know, I know people just love to hate from their keyboards. Man, I get hate for stupid reasons. For my teeth. Yeah, my teeth. Whatever. Things you can't control. Yeah, they're like, don't show so much teeth. But here's the thing, man. I've never had a cavity in my life. I'm going to show these things off. So they may not be the straightest teeth, but they are the cleanest. So.
Blue divide us, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, because both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized. It's Google or it's Amazon. Who fact checking the fact checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platforms. Let me
snap. I mean, you have to dig for truth. And what's interesting, like I've mentioned before, I've been to a lot of countries, and the information that you get outside of those countries is so much different than the information that you get in here. And each country has their own bias. They all have their political agendas, all of them.
She's so right about that, because I've never been
Wait, what? I'm right about it?
outside of the United States. I have no desire to travel outside of the United States. Well, I might go to Canada, but other than that, no. But my son, for those of you who are new to my channel, I have two grown sons. My youngest son was a Marine, and
Thank you for your service.
he was
Coming from a liberal.
stationed in Australia, and he was stationed in Norway. And there were so many times that he would tell me, Mom, number one, people in these other countries, they love Americans.
Absolutely true. You are treated, like when I go to India and I went to Pakistan, they treat you like celebrities. I mean, it's crazy. Everyone wants a picture with you. They are so gracious, so kind. So they love you. It's insane how much they love you.
Especially military Americans.
I agree with that.
He said the whole time that he was stationed in Australia, never once did he buy himself a drink.
I didn't buy
No,
anything.
his
when
tab
I
was
in Pakistan.
always paid for by Australians.
Everything was paid for.
But he did tell me so many times, you would not believe, Mom, the information that I'm getting over here is so different than what you guys are getting in the United States.
Yep.
And it was like, really?
Yep.
I mean, that really opened my eyes when he said that. So she's right.
Yeah.
She's right. It is totally.
How many times have you said I'm right so far? I love it.
Totally different. And we don't know that because we don't surround ourselves in other countries as much. So, okay, let's get back into it.
Listen, I agree with
Amazon.
you.
Who fact checking the fact checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platforms. Let me break this down for you, simple as I can, Kate. They use social conditioning to put you in the rat race. It doesn't matter if you're first or third, or if you're last place, you're still a rat, and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape.
Oh, dude, that is such a bar. Tom's spitting out bars. Yep. They've got you in the rat race. You're the rat. They're the cat. They're going to kill you whether you're in first place or last place. Dude, he's spitting truth. He's spitting truth. See, it's the invisible enemy, and it's not each other. We've got to stop fighting each other.
Again, she's right. And I said the same thing.
Yeah.
I tell you, this lady is so refreshing.
Oh, I'm so glad. Yay. Let me kick this back just a little bit because I cut you off.
Again, she's right. And I said the same thing. I tell you, this lady is so refreshing. She may change my mind about liberals.
That's hopefully not necessarily the goal, but hopefully you'll see that there are humans on the other side of these labels. And I'm one of them. And I'll say this, I am surrounded by a team, a lot of people who are liberal who think like I do. Just saying. Her mind's blown.
Lord. Okay, let's get back into it.
Got her calling on Jesus now. Oh, Lord.
They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican. I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us all.
This is the third time that he said he's not a Republican, he's not a liberal.
Yeah.
He must be being called out a lot for being a Republican.
Oh, I know.
I called him out for being a Republican, and I will own the fact that I was wrong. Uh-oh. Look at her face! Oh, I love it. She's like, wait, no, she cannot process this. It's so good. A liberal said they were wrong. Your laugh is so adorable. I love it so much.
Oh, I'm so ashamed to say. I was going to give her kudos for saying, hey, she admitted she was wrong and she's a liberal. And then she said it. She's like, uh-oh, a liberal is wrong.
Although I do tell my children, who are now adults, I said, you know, I've only made one mistake in my entire life. And they're like, huh? I said, that's when I thought I made a mistake. Of course, I'm being very, very sarcastic and hilarious. They don't find it very funny, but that's my sense of humor. Dude, she can't handle it. It's so funny.
I love this lady.
Oh! Wait. There's been a transition. We went from I can't wait to see her explode and to get offended and to be angry to I love this lady. Look what happens when we disarm and we just pay attention for a little bit and listen to the other side. And I appreciate y'all listening to me, and I'm listening to you, and I love it. It's great. And also, I appreciate you. You are a beautiful lady as well.
Love this lady.
I love your laugh. It's cute.
Okay, get it together. Okay, let's get back into it.
Hey, I mean,
I am not Republican. I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us because they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confused.
Facts.
We are invincible. Questioning the government.
You guys will notice I cough a lot on my reaction videos. I carry 4 EpiPens because I'm allergic to everything outside, and spring is coming, and so yeah, my coughing's gonna be here for about 3 months. We just have to endure it.
Government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you.
Hey, I said that yesterday, Tom. I know you wrote this before. I love her joy. Look at her joy. Look how happy she is here.
Of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up.
Her smile is so infectious. I love it.
For nothing like we're criminals. Divide us because they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confused.
Facts. Sorry, I went back too far. Facts.
We are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you.
Hey, I said that yesterday, Tom. I know you wrote this before I said that, but I'm gonna take credit for that. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you know, and here's the thing. I have, again, I've mentioned it 1,000 times. I have no issues with pronouns. They don't trigger me. You know, call me what you want, like I said yesterday, but just don't call me late for dinner. Dude, and some of you guys said that, so you guys had some insight. Oh, I know some of you guys were on the, were able to see the song, you were able to see it early. I didn't see. Well, I learned that the song was released a year ago too, but I didn't know that either. See it early, so.
Now, here's where her and I are going to disagree a little bit. I will say that pronouns do trigger me. I've experienced it. I've always been one my entire life, because I have friends who are gay, and I have no problems with people being homosexual. What you do in your bedroom is your business. What I do in my bedroom, which is nothing, is my business.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way on that. Like, I really don't want to know the ins and out of any straight or any non-straight person's, sexual relations. Like, you do you, but please do it privately. I'm not interested. But when it comes to pronouns, it's a different conversation for me.
But
I'm not offended if people do that, by the way, because it's not my flavor, if you would. I just don't want to know about people's, they're getting down and getting freaky. Go do it yourself. I'm not interested.
Don't push your sexuality onto me. I don't push my sexuality onto you.
I'm curious, okay, and I understand no one wants to be pushed on that, but, and you guys can hit me up in the comments, and maybe, ma'am, you can hit me up in the comments too, but can you define what pushing sexuality on you looks like? Because I think having that conversation would also help, knowing what those boundaries are.
You're still going to be my friend, and I'm still going to love you.
Legit.
But I don't want to talk about it with you.
That's fair. Okay, so those would be the boundaries. If they start talking about it, and you're like, please, I don't want to hear that part of your life. Nothing personal, I just don't want to hear it, and they keep talking about it or saying, no, you have to listen, that would be pushing it. I get it. That makes sense.
That's always been my stance.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I have, within the last, I would say 3 years, I have experienced some people who have pushed the use of their pronouns onto me, and the fact that they were transgender onto me. Mm-hmm. And I that will trigger me. So far, that is the only thing that Amy and I.
Yeah, and here's the thing, like, I get that, like, it doesn't trigger me, but at the end of the day, in the scope of real life, it's such a little thing, honestly. I know it's a big deal to those engaged in those conversations, and I know it's a big deal to those who are dealing with their gender identity and those pronouns. I get that, and for me, I don't expect everyone to be like me. If we were all like me, this world would not be a great place of diversity, and I love diversity. But for me, I'm not great with pronouns. Like, I mess up all the time, and but for me, it's an issue of, like, I want to honor the person, and if this is a way to open the door, because, like, I want to love, and I want to love well, and if this is going to open the door for them to receive love from me, then I have no issues personally at all. So, but I don't want to invalidate what other people feel, because that's important too.
I have disagreed on, and it's really not that big of an issue.
I just said that. It's not that big of an issue. I mean, I know it's a big issue for those. It's just not an issue for me. Like, I'm just going to honor you. So tell me what your pronouns are, and I'll do my best. Not perfectly, but my intent will always be there. I'm not triggered by it.
Okay, so let's get back into it.
And look, we can disagree and still be smiling, and I would still get coffee with her.
Promoting guns and liquor in our music.
Are we and Tom on the same page on some stuff? Wow, that's crazy.
It's commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered.
I adore your laugh.
You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think. So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free.
Yeah, there's some truth to that too. Like, I've never understood why schools, like new math, or even I understand like we have to do certain things to exercise our brain, but I've never understood why don't we spend more time learning like how to balance a checkbook in school and practical things like how to run a household. I have a feeling she agrees with me on this. She's going like, oh, I love these are the reactions I love so much. Look how authentic this is. Oh, it's so good. Learning like how to balance a checkbook in school and practical things like how to run a household, how to pay your bill.
Oh my God. Okay. Right now, if I was No Life Shack, I'd be getting up from my chair and going to the other side of the room and screaming and spinning. You know what he does. He's so funny. I can't do that because I'm in a wheelchair. So I'm just going to throw my arms up and be like,
Oh, your reaction.
Oh my God. If
Your reaction is perfect throwing your hands up. That was perfect.
you have spent any time on my channel, you know this is what I have said.
Again, guys, go to her channel, like and subscribe, show her some love. I think it would be beneficial to help the little channels out.
You know, I have talked about when my boys were in high school, they came to me and they said, Mom, can you show us how to write a check? Mom, can you show us how to address an envelope and where to put the stamp? What are you learning in school? Is the school not teaching you this stuff? Does the school not teach you how to function in life?
No, it doesn't.
And right now, my boys are at the point in their life when they're thinking about buying homes. And I have never bought a house. I never went through that process. I have always rented.
Times.
And I'm scared for them because I cannot teach them how to go through the process of buying a house. I have told them to consult.
If they get a good realtor and a decent mortgage person, oh, why am I so blurry? You get someone with integrity, they will walk you through all of that. You don't have to worry about it.
My parents, their grandparents, because they're really good at that stuff. And I'm not.
Yeah,
I know nothing about it. I wouldn't even know the first thing except looking through the realtor pages. That's all I know.
You start there.
So, but in school, they should teach that stuff. They should teach how to buy a home, how to function in life, how to pay your bills, how, oh my God.
Her mind is blown that she agrees with a liberal.
I have to say, this lady might have a new subscriber.
Yay! We like our subs.
This is not what I was expecting at all. Okay.
Welcome to the Amy family.
Let's get back into it.
How to, manage, certain things in life, the certain life skills that you need, how to manage, a medical network and looking through providers, how to pick which field you want to do outside of college, for those who want to be in certain trades, or how to manage keeping a job and those. I think that stuff would be really important to learn in school too. I've never understood why those things aren't offered. I know they were offered a little bit, you have homemaker classes and cooking classes, but it's so far and few and in between. Truth. And again,
let me tell you something. My high school now, as you guys know, I've told you before, I went to an all Baptist high school, private high school my entire life, all K through 12. And all they taught was sewing.
Yeah.
Sewing. Now, in our math classes and stuff.
Yeah, and sewing, okay, that's one. I remember that one. And I can't sew. I didn't learn anything from that.
We took a class called business math. And in business math, you learned how to write a check. You learned about taxes. You learned about, you learned about stuff that you could also apply to your personal life. So, they covered it that way. But, yeah, I didn't learn. You guys know, if you spent any time on my channel, I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to sew.
I can cook. I like cooking sometimes.
I've said many times that if I have a button that falls off a shirt, I just throw the shirt out because then I know how to sew the button
I can sew it back on. That's easy.
And that makes best friends so mad. He's like, just learn. And I'm like, you know what? I am, excuse the language, I am fucking 54 years old. I do not need to know how to learn. I don't need to learn how to sew a button back on.
See, now I don't do the age thing. I think we can learn our whole life, but you do you. I'm not telling you that not to. You do you. I'm a sponge. I always want to learn. Maybe not sewing though.
I'm too old for that. So I really like this lady. She's brought out the best in me, I tell you. Okay, let's get back to it.
He said it teaches. I brought out the best in someone, and I'm a liberal. So I'm just throwing that out there. Listen, let's bring humanity back to the conversation. Let's bring realness. Let's bring, dialogue. Let's bring agree to disagree, but have these conversations in a healthy way. When I talk with you guys, I'm not trying to convert you. I honestly try to phrase the way I say things in like, this is where I land. This is what I believe. And this is why I land where I land. I'm not trying to convert you, because obviously you land where you land for a reason. And I'm just trying to bring some reason behind why I land where I land. I like her. She's sweet.
Time on my channel, you know, I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to sew. I've said many times that if I back on.
So I fast forwarded it.
And that makes best friends so bad. Fucking 54 years old. I go for that. So
he says it teaches you it gives you information, but information alone isn't enough. Doesn't give you the wisdom how to discern it.
It up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think. So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free. Can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called.
And I love what he says here, because I've said this before. Well, I don't know if I said on here. They give you the information and they have you practice what they preach, right? You're not practicing. We see this in the church a lot, right? The congregations will go and talk to other people and they're regurgitating what the pastor said. It's not that they've studied this stuff out and practiced this for themselves. They are regurgitating what someone else said. They're practicing what someone else preached. And that just gets under my skin. I think we need to know things for ourselves personally. Seeing what you preach, you practice what they preach. Yep.
yeah.
Teaches you to learn and never.
This song isn't controversial at all, in my opinion.
No.
I'm sure it'll come out that way, but it's just not.
No.
Teaches you to think, so you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free, can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm. You don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left wing or right leaning. I took the red pills because that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose to be accepted. They both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy.
I gotta hear that again. I missed some of the bars because I was watching Nova's incredible video.
Yeah, she did. She
Left
did a
wing or
great job.
right leaning, I took the red. They want you to act. That's called conforming to the norm. You don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or.
Yeah, you don't need freedom to conform.
Truth.
You just conform.
Yeah.
Funny, my Bible says in Romans 12:1, do not be conformed to the things of this world, but be transformed. How? By the renewing of your mind, by thinking. Biblical truth. So, just throwing it out there for those of you
Conforming to the norm,
like
you
it.
don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left wing or right leaning. I took the red pills because that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose to be accepted. They both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake.
Great song, Tom.
System has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid.
Great video, great
A
song,
double
great
reaction.
message. You know, and I don't disagree with pretty much everything he said on here as a liberal. There are some exceptions though. I would say, like, I do know, and this is far and few and in between because it's not everybody, but I do know. I know some people personally who have gotten into politics with the right motives and the right intentions. They're not. They're there to try and help. Not everybody is there to help, and I think over a long period of time in politics, you get skewed, and then you start to buy into, you know, the platform that you're on. But there are some people with good motives in there. Again, not everybody. It's a great video. Thank you, Tom. I'm playing it to the end, even for the last second, just in case. Okay, that's the last second. So, very good video. Thank you for that. I don't know what's up with these hats, though. Yeah, so there you go. A liberal's view on this video, The Machine. So, thank you, Tom. Thank you, Nova. Thank you, those who are reacting to my videos. If you guys can hit that like and subscribe button, it would mean a lot to me, and I appreciate you all. Thank you. God bless you.
Wow. That's all I have to say to that. Wow.
Are you saying that I brought the wow factor? Woo woo!
I did not think that was going to be the video I thought it was going to be.
Good. Her brain.
Amy,
Yes, I'm listening.
I could see you and I being friends.
Then let's
really.
be.
I can see you and I being friends.
Then let's be friends.
I mean, I am a lot like you. I have said the same things that you have. I
Hey, I'm all for being friends.
but I don't count myself as a liberal.
That's okay.
I count myself as a conservative. I'm in the middle. I'm not saying I would never vote for a liberal. I mean, like I said, if they line up with my beliefs, my morals,
That's what it
and my
comes down
goals
to.
for this country,
Yep.
then I would vote for them.
Yeah.
My grandparents, as much as I love them, I loved them so much. They were Democrats, and they were ones that would just go in and just hit the Democrat button. That's it.
Yeah, we got that on
They
both
just
sides.
voted the whole ticket Democrat without even learning
Yeah.
who stood for what. And I feel guilty if I go into the voting ballot and there's judges listed on the thing to vote for, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know who these people are,
I
and I don't
research.
know if I like them or not, or what they believe, or what their goal is.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
I try really hard
Good.
to learn everybody that's on the ballot and what they stand for, and if it aligns with what I want this country to be like. Okay, well, that's the video for today. I am going to put a link into Amy's YouTube page. Please go over
And I'm going to put a link into your page. And I'm going to say the same thing. Go over
and
there.
watch a few of her videos.
Watch a few of her videos as well.
If you agree with her, show her some love.
If you agree or disagree with her, still show her some love.
I know that's what I'm going to do.
Yay!
And yeah, wow. People continue to surprise me. Even at
You're welcome.
54 years old, people still surprise me.
Good!
So,
That means we're growing.
okay, well, that's it for today. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day.
Awesome. I'm going to wrap this up. So, yeah, that's my reacting to Tom. She's reacting to me. I'm reacting to her reaction video. Guys, thanks for watching. I know this one's a lot longer, but this was great. This was great. So thank you. Thank you for reacting to my video. And again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I know this is a different video, but I enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. Her mind is probably just, and I love that. I love that. So, yeah, God bless you guys. Bye.